Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the final game of the night, in a game we didn't expect to happen, as Oregon plays against Purdue in our final regional final of our stream tonight, 4-hour broadcast, our final game before the national semifinals and our national championship game tomorrow night, joined by Jonas, the Ducks, the Boilermakers, a Big Ten matchup.
Yeah, I mean, this is the match that everyone predicted was going to happen in the conference tournament. Of course, the spoilers of that were Nebraska, if you do remember. So, in the conference semifinals, Nebraska faced off against Purdue. Nebraska won that legendary Game 7 to advance, eventually falling to the Ducks. But everyone expected Oregon and Purdue to really be the standout teams in that conference. Now getting to compete here in the national tournament, seeing who's going to be the team to reign from the Midwest.
Yeah, now over on the B stream, Tennessee up 1-0 in Game 1 over Florida State. So a lot of good regional final games going on right now, but Purdue and Oregon underway here in Game 1.
Yeah, we'll see who's able to really take advantage here. I mean, Oregon is a team that I predicted to make top 4 again, but I did think it was going to be against Kansas, who the Boilermakers had a huge upset victory to. They won 4-2 over the Jayhawks. Now in this spot, we'll see what they're able to bring to the table.
And again, the Ducks come away. They haven't lost since week 2 of the regular season. This has been a perfect team for a long time, and Enchanted gets the Boilermakers on the board first. The Purdue Boilermakers 1-0 up.
Yeah, Samara caught out a little bit too far up, and then Enchanted, beautiful flick off the right side post. Not much you can do to stop that one if you're Sieve. So an early lead here for Purdue. Do we think they get another upset, Nation?
That'd be crazy, but I mean, they just beat Kansas, who was the #1 seed in the tournament, so I wouldn't be shocked if they do it here to Oregon. But again, this is Eminent's last rodeo. So Eminent wants to go out with a bang. I think Oregon now, with Kansas and SCSU out, are a big runner for a national title tomorrow night.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he can keep it going, but I mean, Purdue, they're gunning for another big upset, so we'll see if they're going to be able to do it. Playing into the back wall, not able to lock in the double. But Oregon, I mean, we know this is such a solid team. We know how much work they can do. Of course, they got the automatic bid, taking down Nebraska in their conference tournament. Imminent into the back wall now. But I mean, Purdue, with how locked in they look, they're going to be a force to be reckoned with.
And I think so as well. I mean, coming into this season, Purdue was top 25 ranked, I believe, the whole season. Outside of 1 week, they were not ranked. Got to the top 4 in the conference tournament, and history happened, and push came to shove in that series. We don't got to talk about it if you're a Purdue fan, but they responded very well after that here in the national tournament. It's 1-1 now. It's Oregon on the board. Steve's here for the Ducks for the first time tonight. He missed that last round.
Yeah, I mean, that's a great touch off the ceiling. Ryan, it's such a tough way to stop that one. It Sieves. Yeah, he just pushes that one into the far side. So Oregon will equalize here, 1-1. 2 minutes gone. Purdue, I mean, they're looking to get right back into it. But I'm really intrigued to see how this tournament is going to come out. I mean, again, we predicted it was going to be Kansas versus Oregon in this matchup. Purdue, obviously, with a massive upset, but don't know how it's going to go on either right. And I'm really just going to be intrigued. I'm not only going to be watching, obviously, as a commentator, but partly as a fan. I'm going to be so intrigued to see how this one comes out.
I'm so excited for tomorrow. And of course, this series, and Steve's again missed the last round. He comes in pulled tonight to round number 4. Now, these teams have gone so far in this tournament.
Yeah, they really have. I mean, in a single elimination tournament like this, every match means so much. You have to be on your A game at all time. And I mean, Purdue, they were one of the teams to do that. They got a big upset, and now they're looking to find another one. So, I mean, tensions are always high in a tournament like this one, and you really get to see where the best teams are.
Final 2 minutes. You got to be perfect in this national tournament. I mean, it's win or go home, and it's single elimination. And there's no room for mistakes in a tournament like this. And, you know, these results would be a lot different if we kept the first 2 rounds best of 5. We'd see plenty of different teams in these rounds, but the best of 7, it's really helped shape the way for some of these teams.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, it's just been so fun to watch all around. I mean, day 2, has been absolutely insane. I know you agree, Nation. Day 3, we'll see if it lives up to the hype as well.
I mean, if day 1 is best of 5s like it was, Colorado would have been out first round. And so would have Kansas, and so would have the other ones, San Diego State. They all would have been out round 1.
Which, that just doesn't seem right to say, but it is indeed. Now Samara going to answer for Oregon. A bit of a stalemate between these two teams, but Siebes able to force his way through the corner. Was just a little bit conjected, and then Samara dunks that one through the far corner.
Or, sorry, just Colorado would have been out 4-1. But they would have been out round 2. 123, which they also both lost round 2 anyway. So 120 to go. The only difference would have been Colorado out in the first round. But either way, a minute 15 to go on the clock. A 2-1 lead for the Ducks.
Yeah, we'll see if they can keep this lead up. I mean, they are looking very, very controlled. Enchanted got the first one for Purdue's hunting for a second there. Siebes, good stop, playing down in the corner. Siebes trying to turn this one around. Has possession. Ryan, good challenge. Samara forced to go up, find one into the sidewall. Enchanted trying to speed things up through the corner again. Oregon in a bit of a tough spot there, still able to work their way out playing. Now with possession up high, reset, fires. Siebes makes the save happen. Imminent gonna transition onto the offensive end.
But reset for Imminent, lost it out to Ryan and Purdue. Able to come away with possession. Final 30 seconds. Enchanted over the middle, eyeing a double. Will not connect to Temo. Able to stop it. Now Oregon down the field. The offense goes for Siebes over 2. Open look. It's home for a Ramis, but it's saved wide Purdue on skate 18 on the clock.
Big save there for Enchanted. It looked like Siebes just going to be able to walk that one all the way in. Now, going to have another chance here. 30 boost. Pre-flip. Didn't get the reset. Ryan pops this one up, looking for one final chance. Bumped off by Samara. Enchanted. Shot on target. Imminent picks up the save. Plane up for it. Fakes it for Ryan. Shot. Snapped on target. Shut down by Imminent. And Oregon are able to take game 1.
Oregon on game number 1. 3 games away from the national semifinals tomorrow night, and they're going to play Florida International, whoever wins this series.
Yeah, Florida International being a team to come through in the West. I mean, they got 2 great series to start things off, and then we just saw them, of course, take down Syracuse in game number 7, where their backs were against the wall. They won back-to-back in game 6 and 7 to advance. The team really stepped up and exceeded expectations, and now winner of this one will face them in the national championship semifinals, but we'll have to see who's going to be able to make it, as these two teams do look pretty even to start things out.
I mean, definitely. I mean, Purdue looks great to start. Oregon got a lot of control late in that game, but we'll have to see what ends up happening. But Purdue, Oregon, game 2.
Yeah, I'm expecting Purdue to try and get started early again, stay a little bit more hot as time continues on. We'll have to see, as again over on the B stream, Tennessee took a 1-0 lead over Florida State. Now the Seminoles leading 1-0 in game number 2. We'll be sure to keep you updates about that match happening over there, as Imminent will start off game number 2. Just rips a shot as Siebes able to carry that one way downfield off the challenge from Enchanted. Ryan just kind of left dead on the goal line, but not a lot of boost.
And the Ducks, I mean, we talked to Siebes before the conference tournaments began, and he said the Ducks will flock to total victory, and they are 3 games away from just that.
I mean, I mentioned it in the pre-show as well. As soon as we decided that we were going to have the Ducks on the main broadcast, this is a team that I have seen so much of. If you don't know, I am an Oregon State student, have seen these guys at Atlanta, have talked to every single one of them. They are all great people, but also great players in the game, and they seem to just keep getting better and better. And of course, they're going to add on a second here, but with their addition of Onezen, the transfer from Arizona State, just qualified for the CCS Summer Series. So I'm just excited to see how far this team can go.
I am too. I mean, again, we're going to see Oregon back next season either way. We talked to Siebes, got that confirmation. As Imminent is graduating, this is his last rodeo. Siebes taking over responsibilities for the Ducks. But again, Oregon, they've gone a long way in this season, haven't lost since week 2 to UCLA. And Blaine delivers goal 1, the Boilermakers on the board for the first time in game 2.
Yeah, Enchanted, a little bit of a fake in the corner, drops it down. Imminent couldn't make contact, and Siebes, just kind of left in no man's land all by himself on the goal line plane. Good finish there. So Purdue cuts the lead in half, but already 3 total goals inside the first 50 seconds.
Now Ryan lost control playing over the first, looking for a flick. Imminent able to challenge him immediately. First minute off the clock. Aramis able to get it back downfield, has Siebes flip reset for Siebes, couldn't get back to it. And earlier in the day, Purdue able to stun Kansas, Oregon knocking off Butler and a sweep there. But now they meet in round number 3. Both teams again 4 series wins away from total victory.
Yeah, will be interesting to see as now good pass middle plane, not able to put it on target. Enchanted chips it back middle, Imminent clears it away. Samara redirect on target plane. We'll take it back into the corner. Now escapes Siebes, first to challenge. Even 50 plane staying on it, looking for another, but Imminent able to escape for the Ducks.
Game number 2 coming down to the wire. Final 3 minutes remaining on the clock. Purdue trying to get this game back to equilibrium in the series, back to level here at 1 apiece. Of Oregon wanting a 2-0 lead in Hannah Ramis. Open break to Siebes downfield. Can he turn it on target? No. Shot just wide.
Ryan trying to stay on this one. Flips right by it. Imminent jumping in. It's going to drop down off the ceiling. Enchanted. Good 50 falls back to Imminent. And he gets another. Imminent 2 for 2 here in game 2.
In game 2, Oregon double their lead, 3-1, under 3 to go.
Yeah, they're going to be looking to keep that offense rolling. We'll see if they can do so. But, I mean, Purdue, seen some good looks for them, but they can just not stop this Ducks team. Imminent got a hat trick already before halftime.
What's even crazier, Oregon win the national title. The only team that would have actually ever beaten them is UCLA, and UCLA didn't even make the tournament.
Yeah, which just seems absolutely crazy. I mean, I don't even know how you would trust that moving forward, but I mean, they have looked so good. They just seem to be improving more and more as time goes on. Imminent lifts over 2. I'm expecting this team to go very far.
I mean, I think Oregon's a team that could go all the way tomorrow night. I mean, I think they can handle FIU. They can get past Purdue. I think it's a tougher game than FIU would be, but Enchanted on goal too. 2:34, the Boilermakers within 2.
Yeah, Enchanted, just a great cut from the corner. Imminent. It's so tough getting down off that post, then getting ready to go back for a jump. Just didn't have enough time to make that adjustment. So Enchanted finds the second for Purdue. They're still down 2. And now a little bit of a team up there as Plane ripped the boost away from Enchanted. He will carry this one all the way across off the sidewall. Imminent. Back forward, Enchanted. Puts it on target. Aramis downfield Plane. Going to be able to cover it for the Boilermakers. 2:15 left to go. Oregon still in control.
Enchanted from the backfield. Final 2 minutes approaching here. Oregon just trying to hold on tight to a 2-goal lead. This one just off the mark. Brian from the wing firing in field. Nope, nothing there. Aramis long clear downfield gives the Ducks offensive possession again here. But again, the clock not on the side of Purdue. Is this clock running pretty quickly out on the Boilermakers?
Yeah, they got to really speed up that offense now. Good 50 here from Enchanted. Plane gets in close as well. It's going to be 50'd out Ryan. Back through the midfield, Siebes collects, fakes out one, sees Aramis far side, Musty into an air, it will not enough boost to continue. Enchanted read all of it as well. Imminent right back into the offensive end. Purdue struggling to get out of their own side with a ton of control. Plane low boost, flicks it past Siebes. Imminent again just turning around on this one, trying to keep this ball out of harm's way for the Ducks. Ryan gets this one midfield, almost was able to dunk that one all the way through. Imminent as well, but they're still running out of time.
Minute 12 to go. Siebes back towards the corner. Ryan back in front. Has Aramis there taken wide. Aramis outside of the Oregon corner. Final minute here. Purdue still within 2. Siebes taking it easy. A little bit slight control. Now Oregon got to fend off a couple more Boilermaker attacks.
Ryan misses the double. They're playing into the back. Well, Enchanted, they're a little bit late. Siebes clears the way. Big demo comes through. Imminent still left on the goal line, even with 0 boost, makes the save. Ryan gives it up to Enchanted off the ceiling. Flips it on target. Siebes, no boost. Leaves it for Aramis. Clears it away into the corner. Purdue running out of time. They got 30 seconds for 2.
30 seconds for 2, indeed. Imminent. Plenty of boost here. Or sorry, not a lot of boost there for Imminent, but Oregon Plenty of time to just kill off here. Is about 20 seconds. Purdue have one, maybe two more looks.
Yeah, they're not going to have a lot. Ryan, one touch there, imminent in a really awkward spot. Almost own goals. Aramis back out to the midfield. It looks like Siebes is just going to be able to fake out playing here. Maybe looking for one for the road. 50s to Aramis. Looking for a dunk on the goal line. Doesn't connect. Doesn't matter. Oregon going to take game number 2. Now they're up 2-0. Purdue in a bit of trouble.
Purdue down at 2-0 in this final best of 7 of the night. As Oregon 2 games away from the national semifinals and the ticket to day 3.
Imminent really leading this squad here. Got a hat trick on 4 shots. Assisted the other goal over to Siebes. Also picked up 3 saves. Aramis doing well in the supporting roles. Had 2 assists, 3 saves. Siebes all over the place. Oregon working so well in tandem. But either way, not able to Purdue not just able to work quick enough, and now they're really in trouble.
Game 3 coming up. I lost my perms, so I can't change the map anymore. Unlucky, but Oregon Purdue. Game number 3, Oregon 2 wins away from the national semifinals.
They are indeed, and they're going to be looking to do it in a sweep. I mean, if you're able to go to get a 4-0 win in the quarterfinals, that's going, or excuse me, yeah, in the quarterfinals, that's going to be great. Of course, they got the 4-0 sweep over Butler earlier today. And of course, I think the team that's shown really the most resistance to them so far has been the 7 seed Clemson in round 1.
Now, Clemson got a couple of games off Oregon, if I remember correctly, but Purdue struggling here in round 3 when Purdue just knocked off Kansas and now are struggle against the number 2 Ducks.
Yeah, we'll see if they can really adapt. But as of right now, Oregon, they are in the driver's seat. They are controlling this series, and I don't think they're going to let go too easily.
Yeah, I don't think Oregon's going to let go easily at all. I mean, this is a team that has battled back from adversity at a lot of points in this season, and they've been put to match point by a couple of different teams. Like Nebraska got them to Game 7, and a couple of teams got them close to match point. But either way, I mean, they've been perfect since, and they have not lost since week 2.
Yeah, they really have none now. We're seeing a great look. Enchanted trying to force his way through there. Can't quite do so. It's going to be 50 away. Plain lobs it up high, trying to follow his 0 boost. Can't pinch that one middle. Imminent. They have no trouble dealing with this. 50s past Ryan. Enchanted on the back foot, looking to control for Purdue. Siebes trying to cut off any angle, but Enchanted still finds his way across.
3.5 to go. Oregon, again, still all even with Purdue. The Boilermakers feel like they have to score first in this Game 3 to have a chance at getting this series within a striking distance. If Oregon win this, I think it's over.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough for Purdue to try and get back into it, to try and reverse sweep a team like Oregon. Very, very tall task. Siebes drops it down. Aramis puts it on target. Enchanted, big save there. Imminent. Not going to take the 50 well into the backfield. It goes a miss from Siebes. The shot, no, it's a pass to Plain. And somehow Purdue were able to not concede and then turn it around and take the lead.
In game number 3, Purdue finally get a goal to full. Under 3 minutes to go, the Boilermakers get a much-needed goal.
They do indeed, and now we'll see if Oregon can be able to respond. They still have plenty of time to do so, but Purdue with a lead, I'm sure they're going to do everything to protect it because it might just mean the series.
2:45 to go. Plain off the infield quarter imminent. Able to take it out of harm's way. The Ducks now down by 1. How will they respond to being down 1? Will the offense come back alive, or will Purdue able to get it to Game 5?
We're going to have to wait and see. Enchanted sends it well into the ceiling. Aramis leads it for Siebes. Plain massive pre-jump to meet him up high. Ryan sends it into the corner. Enchanted there. Sends it back down. Plain for the shot. Imminent. Patiently waiting down low. Clears away now. Hunting it down. Gonna take this one in stride. Pops it up. No one gonna follow from Oregon. Purdue, their defense looking more and more locked in. And Oregon, I think they're gonna have to get creative if they want to take one off of the Boilermakers here.
Yeah, I think they're going to have to get a little bit creative, but again, they got to remain calm, cool, and collected first. They got to find their rhythm against this Boilermaker defense. It's really leveled things up here into game number 3, but Purdue, again, their offense, it's come alive once for a goal, but now, minute 50, how long can they hold off another duck attack?
We'll have to wait and see. Aramis downfield playing 50s. Right back middle, Enchanted there lurking. He wants a second goal, but he puts this one way wide into the corner. Aramis can't get past Plain, imminent, no boost, can't get past Ryan. Purdue are locking down this midfield line, and Oregon really struggling to even escape their own side.
Minute 21 to go, Aramis. Back out of harm's way, back in front for Imminent, couldn't fire on target, a little bit high. The miss in front, Seeves able to turn it home, 1:14 to go.
They eventually break through, Plain right by Enchanted, backflip, Ryan a miss. It all came crashing down for Purdue, and now we're all tied up at 1.
Purdue, Oregon all level at 1, playing off the kickoff, 1-on-1 flick shot turned wide. Seeves a big save in front, keeps the Imminent's last dance alive. Final minute here in game 3.
And now Seeves will find another for the Ducks. I mean, way downfield, Ryan sends it out. Imminent, what a dime across the midfield bar down in the own goal as well. I mean, that's just a little bit tough to see, but you know what? It happens.
Does happen indeed. 61 seconds to go. Oregon now up by 1, trying to fend off one last attack out of the Boilermakers. 1 minute remaining. The Purdue might have 2, 3, maybe 4 more looks if they're lucky for a 4th look here with a minute left.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lead. They were looking confident, but Oregon, they just somehow got right back into it. Aramis reset, tried to reach the dunk off a pre-flip. Enchanted trying to work his way out, gets over to the sidewall. Not a lot of boost remaining. Tries to take this one up high, Imminent, ready to meet him there. And now Ryan off the 50, wins it past Seeves, falling back middle, Imminent, safely into the corner. The Ducks just looking to stall time.
Imminent back towards the corner, half Seeves there. 20 seconds, Purdue. So not a single look in this last minute. The offense has got to get things going now. They need a chance to get on board here. They are down to 1. They're going to need at least 1 more look with the defense. Got to retreat. Oregon way deep into Boilermaker territory. Demo on the front side gets a lead blocker. Ryan misses it, and on the front side the ball will be set away. This ball going to hit the ground. Ryan keeps it up. Firing is Ryan, and that one goes wide. Oregon 3-0 game away from day 3.
I mean, they are looking for back-to-back sweeps in round 2 and the quarterfinals. That would be a huge bit of momentum going forward, trying to add on another. But I mean, they are looking so solid in this one. We'll see if they can do it one more time. Go 4-0, but Purdue now having to try and make a reverse sweep happen.
Purdue, I mean, they were on the opposite side of this just a couple of short weeks ago, and we all remember what happened. History repeated itself. Will we see it happen here? Now Purdue on the other side of that. Will Purdue be able to feel the joy of what happened to them just a couple of weeks ago?
I don't know if they can, Nation. I mean, this is a really tall order. Nebraska, obviously, they were able to pop off, get the reverse sweep, but now Oregon is a different beast. Of course, they won that conference tournament for a reason. This team so strong, and with all the momentum they have, I mean, this is another team that qualified for the summer series earlier today. They've got to be having a good day. Got 1-4-0. Now looking to lock in a second. It would be 1 for the books at Oregon Rocket League.
4.5 to go. Oregon, again, they won the Brio Sports Live $500 tournament back in June, I think that was. Or I guess it's back in May, actually. But either way, I mean, this Oregon team has been perfect for such a long time, have not dropped a single series since week 2. They have been the epitome of really an undefeated team and what they should be. And unfortunately for our 1 season, we're undefeated. 3 of them couldn't stand up to that.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems absolutely crazy of all the matches that have happened. And I mean, Oregon, they've been looking so good, and now Purdue in trouble. Ryan can't keep that one out. Seeves tosses it up, falls in off the crossbar. So Oregon take a lead here in game number 4. And also, once again, updating on the B stream, Tennessee are now in game 4 with Florida State, and the Volunteers are up 3-0. So they're looking for a sweep over Florida State.
And Tennessee, Colorado, great, semifinal game tomorrow night if it stands true for the Volunteers, barring a history reversal for Florida State. But it seems like Tennessee and Colorado really got it together after last night.
Yeah, I mean, Colorado, they looked menacing today. I mean, they really struggled with the 8 seed, and Jack State. Siebes pops in another one. Aramis cleared it downfield, and Siebes just kind of able to rock that one in the back of that plane. No contact made. But yeah, Colorado went all the way to game 7 with the 8 seed Jack State, and then today swept Buds at GSU. 4-1 W over Texas A&M to make it into the semifinals. They are looking dominant. So I think if we see these 2 sweeps happen, we're going to see 1 seeds face off on the left side of the bracket and 2 seeds face off on the right side of the bracket.
We're going to have to see what happens between 2 seeds. So we're going to have a 1 versus 2 national title. What did I do? Wait, what? Aramis just scored, but why did Purdue not clear that?
We're going to have to watch it imminent. That one missed by Ryan, and then Plain didn't disconnect.
What is Plain doing?
No, he didn't. It looked like he just left the ball, and Purdue, this is a really tough look for this team after competing so well in these first 3 games. Now down 0-3, and I really don't know what's happening. Plain, not to mention, he had a big whiff on the second goal that Oregon was able to put away, and I don't know what to say.
I mean, he just drove completely away from what was going on in the field and went for boost. The ball's in front of his goal line. The net was open. No one was home except for Plain, and he just leaves the ball there for Oregon to capitalize.
I mean, it's possible that he thought it was just in and, just kept moving and was ready to set up for the next kickoff. But obviously, it was wide. Now Plain has a chance to walk this one, and he will. Pops it on target. Imminent had no boost to reach it, so Purdue will get their first here. Still half this game to try and make a comeback happen, but it just feels out of reach.
Yeah, and the longer this goes, too, I mean, if Oregon add on 1 more, it could be game over. I think 1 more goal could be the nail in the coffin, depending on what clock the goal is scored at. But now Purdue really need to score next again. They need to leave about a minute and a half or so at maximum on the clock here to work with.
Yeah, they gotta leave time for their offense to work. And now Plain taps that one away from Enchanted. It looked like he had an open look on the offensive side. Ryan gets the outpace. Enchanted follow-up shot blocked by Imminent. I don't know what is going on with Plain in this game, but unfortunately it has allowed Oregon to get out of some opportunities. The Imminent shot blocked again by Imminent. Siebes finds the 50. Plain still trying to find his way through. Aramis off the sidewall. A miss from Ryan. This one lifted over Enchanted. Ryan forced to make the save happen. Less than 2 minutes to go. Oregon still leading.
1:50 to play. The Boilermakers, life's along the line. Here's season on the line. A backs against the wall. They need 2 goals in the next 100 seconds, or else their season is game over.
Yeah, we have to see what can happen, but Imminent clears it forward. Aramis just looking to clear it away, and no one home. Imminent will actually tap this one off target. Enchanted, no contact on the ball, no boost to work with. Demo comes through from Aramis, turns around, fires. It's going to be blocked away. Plain back out to the midfield. Imminent cuts it down. Oregon really just looking to kind of stall time here. Siebes reset. It's just popped up by Aramis. 1 minute left to go, and I think Oregon might know that they have this one in the bag. They're just looking to play keep away versus Purdue.
1 more look there. Imminent, we're going to let it roll. Could have put that one in to really seal things up here, but now Purdue, 50 seconds are down 2. They need to score really as soon as they can with this clock. All for Oregon here, but just there's nothing on the tank for Purdue to work with offensively. The clock, obviously 40 seconds left, but no one even deep in Oregon territory to score.
Yeah, now you can see Enchanted playing both. Went up for that. Ryan was left back with no boost. 30 seconds left. Siebes just trying to pop this one up. Reset, plays it low. Enchanted finds the dunk, snaps it into the back wall. Aramis leaves it for Imminent. Shot saved by Ryan. Enchanted win as well. Double commits coming out from Purdue time and time again. 15 seconds left. It does just look like that is all she wrote in this series. Somewhat of a bitter loss for Purdue. But if you're Oregon, you couldn't be happier.
Well, what a season it was for Purdue, but Oregon will move on to the national semifinals in day 3, where they'll play Florida International for a spot in the national title game. We'll see everybody tomorrow night, but what a season it was for Purdue. The adversity they had to overcome, the highs, the lows, out of a reverse sweep, and now Oregon able to move on with FIU, Colorado, and what's about to be Tennessee in 14 seconds.
Yeah, so that is going to be our final four. Colorado and Tennessee on one side of the bracket as the 1 seeds, Florida International and Oregon as the 2 seeds on the other side. I mean, got to give props to Purdue. Took down Charlotte in round number 1, then upset upset Kansas in round 2. That still was an incredible victory for them. Fortunately, could not make it past the Ducks as Oregon. What a sweep here to be able to, get through. Back-to-back sweeps in round 2 and the quarterfinals to advance in the semifinals. They are red hot, and we'll see if that can stick around for tomorrow.
We'll have to see what happens. And FIU will play Oregon, and Tennessee will play Colorado in our semifinals. We'll release a broadcast schedule later tonight on Twitter and Discord. Stay tuned for that. But it's been Nation Endurance on tonight's broadcast. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Do not miss it, 8 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night for day 3 in our national title game.